Okay. So for 1410, we're just going to be looking at permissions, asking, getting permission. And same idea. It's as we've been doing before. It's just rather than asking for a change, making a request that way, asking if you can borrow something. Now it's just about, hey, is it okay if I do this, or asking for permission? Slight change, really the pattern's the same. A lot of the vocab is the same. The asking for clarification and the clarification is just an added complication. Earlier in the chapter, they kept it as a separate step. Now, since we've already done it, it's adding it in right to it. So, I mean, there's going to be a whole bunch of example dialogues that we can look at a little bit later in the chapter. This is actually a longer sort of sub chapter to this unit, but a lot of it's just scenarios, a little role playing where we're going to get people up and do an example. In class, I would do that, or I would do it in conversation, kind of talk through it here. But again, hopefully this is just review or preview of what you're going to do in class. A little tea. A lot of talking today. All right, so first thing, give the reason. Blah, blah, blah. This has happened. And we know the not mind, and then me, and then borrow. We saw this before. If you take two Ks, ultimately, and then whichever direction that whatever's being borrowed goes. So if I'm loaning it to you, or if you're loaning it to me, you're borrowing it from me, I'm borrowing it from you. Right? So shoo, shoo. And it can even be, do you mind loaning it to this person? Shoo, like that. So that's borrow or loan. Permit, allow. Most of the time, that's the sign that I would see used. Is it all right? All right might be a better sign for that. Or I mean a better English word for it. Allowed to use or allow. So here's one-handed, two-handed. Use your lawnmower, right? If you nod, it's all right. It's right. Go ahead. You're allowed. Can me? So can I use? You can use. Okay. And permit. Now the two-handed semantic classifier, these are the classifiers, the hand shapes that are kind of like puppets. We're going to use them to show an action. Or do you mind if we switch seats? Right? You can take and drop off. Do you mind dropping off for me, or picking up, dropping off for me? Move. This happens a lot in ASL class. Your water bottle. Do you mind moving it so I can see? Sometimes people have laptops in class. It's blocking. And so we say, do you mind closing your laptop? And anything that changes in the environment, like if there's a table and a chair, do you mind moving the chair to the other side? Lots of different things we can do. Lawnmower, right? So it's an ICL. It's an instrument classifier where we show, right? There's nothing, almost nothing else that would look like this, right? Same thing for like broom, shovel, right? Or my lawnmower broke down. The whole system broke down, right? It won't start. Do you mind yours I borrow? And you could either do yours I borrow or I borrow yours. I would think it's more ASL to technically go, mine broke. Refuse to. Um, Now you want to borrow it? Well, it doesn't matter. So both hands, they're not brushing past the fingers. They're hitting against each other. Doesn't matter. Because remember, this is the color gray. So doesn't matter. Today, tomorrow, doesn't matter. How very nice. Today. Or use was okay. Thank you. So I'm going to mow today, but you can have it tomorrow. Great. Okay, make sense? So agreeing with condition, sure, fine, but inform you, letting you know, it. Lawnmower, it. No bag. So it doesn't have a bag. You won't collect the clippings. So after you're done, you're going to have to rake yourself. You rake my lawn. Anyway, so I would add self, like to clarify, you're going to be doing the raking, not me. Right? Another a decline telling why. Someone finished borrow. I don't know when or when. I tend to more people will sign than figure spell when. He'll give it back or back. I don't know. And notice how there's that framing of a frame story of not know, when, back, not know. Right? So that whole thing is I don't know when this is going to happen. So maybe this person would be happy to lend it to you too. I'm going to pause. Okay. So anyway, interruption. The so it's sorry, I can't. It's a declining, right? Can't. Mine, same as you, right? Same as you, same as you. Mine broke, or mine broke. I borrowed from another person, right? Maybe happy to lend it to you, to ask them, right? So why not ask? So here's you, right? Then I'm answering that I borrowed it from a third person. Maybe they will loan it to you too, right? So I mean, sometimes reading the written gloss can be confusing, but if you work it through and remember how we set things up, it should be pretty easy. Hedging, not giving an answer, right? Not committing. Not good. You'll also see NG, no good. Or, cut. I don't know. How would you show the blade cutting the grass, right? That's not even really hedging. It's just not giving an answer. I suppose you could respond, if I sharpen it for you, can I borrow it? I suppose. And then now it would be breaking out into pairs and having everybody practice on different situations. And we have role-playing cards that I'm going to show you in just a second. But again, we've got ask for permission, whether we include the complication or not, or asking for clarification, and you give a clarification of what you're looking for, then the response, and then there's either agree with condition. Sometimes we should just include agree. Yeah, sure, take it. Agree, but agree, however, this is bad. No, I can't. Here's why. No, I can't. Maybe go over here. Ask Bob. Or hedge of non-committal. I suppose there's also just a flat-out, no, I'm never loaning you something again. I still have never gotten back my car. So here are the sample situations. Sound familiar? How would you sign? Quarters. 2 coins, 25, 25, 25 cents, or cents 25. And with all of these, there's not a script. They're just asking you to sort of make up the dialogue. And in class, we would practice whatever. Return books, library, right? Rain. Now remember, rain is straight-fingered. Snow is wiggly fingers. Right? Loaning. But so either none, not enough, butter. And we say borrow, but we never give back butter, right? I don't know. So I guess borrow. Give me some butter. 1 stick, right? Now, this is that video we watched way back with borrowing a truck, right? Well, last week, 2 weeks ago. Washing machine. So this is machine. And sometimes people will do machine lawnmower, right? Machine broken down. And one of the nice things, do you mind if my clothes use your laundry? Bring it over there? Because you're not going to bring the washing machine to your house, right? So little things to think about as you're signing. This one's a little weird to explain, but if I'm right-handed, we'll keep bumping into each other, right? Do you mind switching? Right? Why not you leave? I don't like you, right? Left-handed people. Ugh. animal or pet. Pet. Right. So I'm just showing that I'm picking up the animal and holding it. Is that okay? Is that allowed? Definitely ask first. This is a venomous creature. And there are more all the options for what you can say, and we can all these they're all transparencies. It tells you how old this edition of the book is. For an overhead projector, right? And then it goes back into that same vocab. So 1410 has a lot of activities in it, but there's not all that much sort of meat in it. It's more role playing. That's 14.10.